If you ever see a house split straight down the middle, the left side blinding pink, like Barbie just spilled an entire bucket of paint, the right side pitch black, like the soul of a heartbroken goth girl, then no, you're not hallucinating. That's my house. And the two people shooting daggers at each other in the middle, that was me, a certified goth girl, and my mom, a real-life Barbie. Hey, I'm Jane, 17. I'd spent most of my life in a beat-up RV, driving all over the country just because my mom, Savannah, kept saying rent was a scam. One parking lot a week, one school a month. Friends? Stability? Those were cute ideas, but they didn't exist for me. What did exist was my mom's voice blasting through the RV every morning like a fire alarm.
Get in here and clean up. I'm done eating already.
Why don't you clean up? I already made breakfast. I'm the one out here making money to feed you. Now get it. Again. I just wish that for once, just once, she'd act like a responsible adult. Get a decent, stable job so we could have a proper life. Is that really too much to ask?
Hello? Anyone home? You've got mail.
Mail? Is there some kind of mistake? From Eleanor Vanderbilt? Eleanor Vanderbilt? That's my aunt! Before I could blink, my mom charged over like a whirlwind and snatched the letter. She passed away. Oh, I'm really sorry. And she left me a house! An actual house! Wait, for real? You mean we finally have a place to call home? Woohoo! Never in my life have I thought luck would find us like this. But wait, this is the house Aunt Eleanor left us? It looked like someone had dumped every last drop of pink paint on earth all over it. When we opened the door, pink disco light, whoa, there was a brand new TV, a massive couch, a cozy fireplace, a double-door fridge blasting winter cold air. And yes, it's completely packed with food.
Jane, get up here. I found something crazy.
I reluctantly headed upstairs and froze in front of a wardrobe the size of an entire room, packed with dresses in every shade of pink. And looming in the middle of the room is a stern portrait of Aunt Eleanor staring straight at us like a warning. Ta-da! Not bad, huh? Mom, those are clothes of a dead person. So what? Now take a video for me. I have to post this online and make everyone jealous. Hi, everyone! Welcome to Barbie's perfect life in her dream house. Dear Lord. But I guess it wasn't that bad here. I started going to school like a normal person, made a few cute friends, and I think I might have had my first crush ever. His name is Peter. It sounds ordinary, but to me, this life is everything I've ever wanted. Then one afternoon as I was walking home, a neon pink car screeched to a stop right in front of me. Mom? No, not Mom. From now on, call me Living Barbie. Look at this, 20 million views. The video from the other day went viral! What? That nonsense? What do you know? From now on, I'm turning life in this pink house into online content. I'm gonna get filthy rich, and you will be my #1 assistant. Of course. Had she ever even heard the phrase free will? I'm not even kidding. She was so serious about it that she installed GoPro cameras in every corner of the house. The moment anything moved, those all-seeing eyes caught it immediately. Privacy? Non-existent. She even dragged me in front of the mirror, wiped off my goth makeup, and turned me into a full-on Barbie daughter version. Hey, I don't want this! It's not who I am! Who do you think got you living in this house, huh? Know your place and listen to your mother. Why? Why couldn't I just live the life of a normal goth girl instead of being trapped inside this pink plastic box? And it went on like this, day after day, to the point where I'd grab onto any chance just to escape. Even something like opening the front door. But standing in front of me was a man wearing shorts and a shirt unbuttoned down 3 buttons looking exactly like… Ken! You're here! Mom excitedly darted past me and threw her arms around him, practically bursting with excitement. This is Kenny Real, a super hot influencer who specializes in Ken cosplay. We've known each other online for a while now. From now on, he's going to move in with us for easier content filming. You're letting some random man live in our house? Mom, you're kidding, right? Mom, are you even listening to me? From that day on, I didn't have a single peaceful night's sleep. The two of them kept making noises and filming vlogs together until 3 a.m. Not to mention dragging themselves all the way to my school, forcing me to skip class to shoot Barbie High School Sneak Out. But the worst part, stuff in the house kept disappearing. tea sets, sofa pillows, even the TV. I tried extracting footage from the GoPros and discovered the culprit. None other than Ken himself. I showed the evidence to my mom immediately. Oh, please! What's mine is his anyway. Besides, I'm planning to get married to Ken by the end of this month. Mom! Don't tell me you're so obsessed with that guy you've completely lost your mind! Don't be ridiculous. Anyway, Ken and I are heading to Europe for a trip. Stay home and watch the house. And if I see even a single scratch, don't blame me. My mother can so easily trust and be generous with a total stranger. But with me, not even once. Did she really see me as her daughter? Left alone in the house, I suddenly felt an overwhelming emptiness. Then my eyes landed on a folder lying on the table, Eleanor's inheritance documents. I skimmed through a few lines and froze. The house shall be jointly owned by the two direct heirs, Savannah McKinley and Jane McKinley. Wait, did that mean half of this house belongs to me? And Mom had the nerve to lie to me. Fine then, I'll take what's rightfully mine. 2 weeks later, Mom and Ken returned. Before I even saw them, I heard her scream blasting through the air. What stood before her was her beloved Barbie pink house split clean in half. One side perfectly intact, the other pitch black from floor to roof. Jane, what the hell is this? What did you do to my house? You mean your half of the house? The rule is the rule. Half is yours, half is mine. What anyone does with their own half is their business. With nothing left to argue, I planted the tripod right on the pink-black border. From now on, you've got competition, because I'm starting my own YouTube channel. Good morning, my lovely family. Let's welcome the sunrise wrapped in sweet pink vibes. Boo! Who even wakes up early anymore? Night owls are the real deal. Come cook at 3 a.m. with me. No thanks. Everyone here is busy living their perfect 24-hour Barbie life with me. Barbie schmarby. I guarantee 24 hours of chaos with me is way more fun. Every time my mom uploaded a video, I fired back with a counterattack. I was furious at her for lying to me, for everything she'd put me through all this time, and for never once giving me the kind of love a mother's supposed to give. Ironically, my videos went massively viral. They even started overtaking hers. No need to say how bitter that made her. Kids at school began to notice. They called me the queen of the split house. And Peter, yes, my crush Peter, finally asked me out. On my 18th birthday, I decided to celebrate exactly the way I wanted, a goth glam birthday. The place was packed with friends. Peter came too. I was genuinely happy. For the first time in my life, I was having a party that was truly mine. Until my mother showed up and started acting like the host of the party. Then she went on to show everyone my most embarrassing childhood photos right in front of everyone. I couldn't let Peter see those photos. I jumped up, grabbed his hand, and dragged him straight into my room. When I turned around, he was suddenly very close to me. In that moment, we kissed. My first kiss ever. Then the door flew open with a bang. My mom stood there loudly making fun of me. A crowd of friends poured in behind her, bursting into laughter. Peter turned red like a tomato, stammering something and bolted immediately, leaving me frozen in humiliation. I couldn't take another second of it. I shut the party down on the spot. How could you do that to your own daughter? You never care about how I feel. I hate that you treat my life like a joke. I'm not your prop. After that, I deliberately avoided her, but she kept hovering around me. I thought she had truly felt remorse, but it turned out she only wanted me to bless her marriage to Ken. If I don't want him to be my stepfather, would you call off the wedding? Come on, Ken makes me happy. Don't you want your own mother to be happy? See, it was always about her feelings, never mine. So no, she would never get my blessing, and I was going to ruin that wedding no matter what. On the wedding day, the backyard was flooded with pink, so sweet it was nauseating. My mom walked down the aisle in the wedding dress she had spent months choosing. I let her have her moment, the ring exchange, the vows, the kiss, yada yada yada. Then I stood up. And now, to commemorate this sweet, sweet love, I, Savannah's daughter, would like to present my mom with a very special performance. Guys, why don't you come up? An electric guitar ripped through the air and a goth rock band appeared in the middle of the pink sea. Their music thundered, heavy, mournful, like a funeral march. My mother's face twisted. Even the nearby flower arrangements wilted. Unable to take it, guests began to leave one by one.
Stop it! Stop that horrible noise right now! You did this! This is all your fault!
She completely lost it. I thought she was going to charge at me. But no, she ran straight into the house. My half, to be exact. I ran after her just in time to see all my belongings being smashed without mercy.
You wanted to ruin my wedding? You wanted to humiliate me in front of the whole world? Then this is what you deserve!
In that moment, something inside me snapped. I stepped into the pink side of the house. Without hesitation, I started smashing things.
Stop!
Vases, photo frames, dress cabinets, all those Barbie lifestyle things my mother had forced onto me. One by one, I hurled them to the floor, shattering.
You know what? All I ever wanted was a mom! Not a Barbie! Not an influencer! My mom! And yet you never once gave me that!
Mom stood there frozen. Her eyes turned red, but she didn't step toward me, not even once. The two of us stood amid the wreckage, pink and black shards mixed together. No borders left. Only one truth remained, clearer than ever. Some relationships, once broken, can never be saved. At that moment, the door opened. Eleanor appeared, alive and in the flesh. It turned out the news of her death had been fake. And right now, she was furious that her once beautiful home had been reduced to chaos.
It wasn't my fault! It was her! She started it!
Enough! I'm revoking all inheritance rights. I will not allow my property to turn into a battlefield for your madness. Both of you, get out of here, immediately! My mom collapsed, begging through tears. I didn't say a word. I just went upstairs and packed my things. Strangely enough, as I turned my back and walked away, I felt no anger anymore. Only light.
Jane, where are you going? Don't leave me. I don't know how to live without you.
Then you should have treated me better when you still had the chance. I stepped out of the house that had once been my dream, and also the place where I learned my most painful lesson. In the end, I began a new life. With the money I earned from my viral videos, I rented a small apartment of my own. I don't know where I'm headed. I just knew I was finally moving forward. Free and finally being myself.
Aura paced the room anxiously, the cheerful track of Lumina looping non-stop on TV.
Jeez, I hate waiting like this.
Aura, could you please stop? You're making me dizzy. The door suddenly swung open like a gust of wind. Kenji, their manager, rushed in.
Girls, you...
Say it clearly, Kenji. What is it?
Top 1, 6 months straight. Global charts. You broke the record.
The room erupted. Aura hugged her teammates tight. Lumina was number 1.
Congratulations, stars. But keep in mind, Vertex is only 1 point behind. Just 1, which means...
They could topple us anytime. Still, they treated themselves to a snowy retreat in Sweden. Of course, far from media and fans. On the slopes, Nick sped ahead, shouting in Spanish from sheer thrill. Beyond being a top idol, she was also a famous fitness influencer. Soleil glided with elegance, her French heritage shining through like nobility. But Aura, their leader, still stood out. Even goggles couldn't hide her refined beauty. Half Korean, half American. A true superstar. They were Lumina, the 3 idols adored by millions. But lately, they all felt something was off.
So, the rumor's true? Someone really sent you a love letter, written in chicken blood?
Aura's throat tightened at the mention, a shiver running through her. That's not devotion, that's madness. You need to be careful.
Just obsessive fans, don't worry.
On her phone, the fan page notifications spun like a slot machines. Thousands of new followers in seconds, likes and comments flashing nonstop. She was staring at both sides of fame. Worship on one end, obsession on the other. And the obsessive one could be anyone.
Our oh-so-lovely manager whining about Vertex again. But they're breathing down our necks. That boy band?
They're beasts. Xeon, their leader, is cold as ice, handsome, terrifyingly talented. Blaze is immature, but girls are obsessed with him. And Ivor's like a poet stuck in a pop star's body.
Okay, but Blaze has this bad boy vibe, like messy, but kind of fun.
Don't even think about it, Nyx. But if I had to choose, Ivor wouldn't be the worst. Aura barely listened. Her mind slipped back to her trainee days at one of Korea's biggest entertainment companies. Back when she first met him, he hadn't been cold then. She still remembered his warm hand wrapping her injured ankle. Xeon.
Achoo! Again? Bro, you sick or what?
Probably someone talking about us.
Meanwhile, Vertex was resting in their New York penthouse. Xeon adjusted his headphones, tapping a pencil against his sheet music. His blank eyes hid a weight he never voiced. Blaze stretched like a cat, blasting one of their songs as his body moved with the rhythm. As a professional dancer, music ran through him. He tossed a tennis ball across the room. Ivor caught it without even looking, his eyes locked on the verses that often turned into the biggest hits.
So, how do we crush Lumina?
Better songs or bigger scandals?
Wow, evil much?
Then Xeon's phone lit up. One glance, and the coldness in his eyes melted. For the first time that day, he smiled.
Pack your bag, boys. We're going to Sweden.
By morning, the three were settled in first-class seats.
You mean we're going there for inspiration?
Exactly. Romantic, right? Wonder if we're famous there too.
He winked at the flight attendant, making her blush so hard she spilled the tea. Hours later, they wandered through snow-covered hills like a painting. No paparazzi, no screaming fans. Just a quiet town where locals smiled and barely touched their phones. For the first time in years, Xeon walked freely without hiding. The youngest waved at the villagers like a real tourist, while Ivor soaked in every detail. They even stopped to help a lonely street musician, and after just one song, his head overflowed with coins.
You boys should be singers. You'd be huge.
The three exchanged glances, holding back laughter.
Who knows? Maybe someday.
They walked away, arms slung around each other. Behind them, the old musician watched with unreadable eyes. Across the village, in a cozy vintage cafe, Soleil and Nyx eyed Aura suspiciously as she typed on her phone, giggling to herself.
Okay, spill it. What's so funny?
Yeah, you're grinning like a cat with a secret.
Oh, just memes. Brain rat stuff. Tung 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 sahur, that's funny.
Nyx narrowed her eyes. Soleil still didn't buy it. Aura, you know what happens when an idol falls in love? I'm dead serious. It's not just a scandal. It can ruin your career if it's with someone in the industry. You know the rules. Aura nodded like an obedient kid but slipped into the restroom right after.
She's definitely hiding something.
And she's not even good at it. That night, in a restaurant glowing with a golden light, Aura sliced into a perfectly seared steak when the man across from her placed a small box on the table.
I don't want to pressure you, so I'll only ask when you're ready.
She knew Xeon wanted to propose. They'd been together for 5 years. Even if everything had stayed in secret, she took his hand. He was only ever warm when he was with her.
No matter what happens, I'll always stay by your side.
Then let's wait together, love.
But a sudden chill crawled up her spine. Her eyes darted across the room. Someone was watching her, watching them. She glanced toward the window and froze at the sight of Nyx's silhouette.
Duck!
Before Xeon could react, Aura shoved his head under the table like he was some puppy. She peeked again, and what she saw nearly made her choke. Nyx was holding hands with a man.
What the fudge?
They followed Nyx and her mystery date through a few streets until the couple stopped at an outdoor cafe. Aura pulled out a tiny pair of binoculars.
Xeon, you have to see this!
He adjusted the lens, then froze.
Is that Blaze?
No way! No way! Maybe they're just friends. Yeah, just friends.
But they're kissing.
Aura dropped to her knees, smacking her forehead in despair. The bush behind her gave way and she fell backward. Two shadows loomed over her. Xeon quickly pulled her up, only to find Nyx wide-eyed while Blaze grinned at his senior. The four of them sat across from each other. Aura opened her mouth, but no words came out.
It's been 6 months. We started dating after last year's end-of-year event. What about you two?
5 years.
5 years? That's before Lumina even existed!
And before Vertex too. Oh man, so that's why you dragged us to Sweden.
Aura and Xeon nodded, then told everything. Nyx finally shrieked like she'd uncovered another world-ending secret.
What if Soleil finds out we're dating? That'd be nuclear-level disaster!
She'd lecture us till the end of time.
Then we'll distract them.
Xeon and Blaze exchanged a mischievous grin, the same wicked ideas striking both at once.
Easy. We'll make them fall in love.
Paintings filled a small local art gallery. Soleil loved quiet places like this, though she hated that her two younger sisters had ditched her. Just a wall away, Ivor was absorbed in a painting of a couple, the woman as graceful as Scarlett O'Hara from Gone with the Wind, the very book he'd been reading. He had no idea a beautiful girl stood right beside him. A man brushed past, bumping into Soleil and knocking her handkerchief to the floor. Ivor bent to pick it up, and for the first time, their eyes met. Surprise lingered for a few seconds. Then both smiled. You like this one too?
It feels inevitable.
Like destiny? Outside the door, Aura and Xeon high-fived, while Nyx helped Blaze out of his oversized coat.
Did it work?
Flawlessly.
When Soleil returned to the homestay, she immediately gathered everyone in the common room. I need to tell you something, and it's really serious. Aura and Nyx pretended to pay attention, but they already knew. Their big sister never kept secrets from them. I might have feelings for Ivor from Vertex, like actual feelings. Her two sisters burst out laughing. Soleil's face froze, then slowly twisted into anger when she realized they knew everything. You two are unbelievable. That night, all six of them felt strangely relieved. The secrets were out. Instead of fighting their biggest obstacle alone, the press, they would face it together. Around midnight, Nyx woke up, probably from drinking way too much cocoa earlier. She fumbled for the light switch, and when the room lit up, her scream jolted everyone awake. Aura's skin went cold. She saw it again. A letter, smeared in jagged red. I'm always watching. It's him again, isn't it? There was no mistaking the chicken blood. Kenji had warned them about obsessive fans, dangerous enough that police might need to get involved. And now he had tracked them all the way here. Things weren't simple anymore. Through the window, Aura spotted the bushes shifting faintly. Instinct screamed at her to chase whoever it was, but Soleil gripped her arm. Don't. It's too dangerous. I'll call for help tonight. From the darkness beyond the glass, a face emerged. His eyes glinted with malice, lips curling as he watched the angels tremble in fear. He dragged himself back to a rundown inn on the edge of the village. The cramped, dim room was littered with old tabloids. Kino had once been a notorious paparazzi, building his career on tearing into the private lives of celebrities. More importantly, he had once been Lumina's protector. He believed his girls were pure until he followed Vertex and saw everything. Aura had shattered him. His loyalty had twisted into hatred. In one photo of Vertex, Xeon's charisma hadn't faded. Kino snatched it, crushed it in his fist, and hurled it into the trash.
You'll never live in peace.
His hiss cut through the silence. Outside, the night grew colder. By then, the three boys had arrived at the homestay, standing guards like bodyguards for their angels. With them around, Aura's heart didn't quake as much. Still, she couldn't sleep. She couldn't even bring herself to write music. At the doorway, Xeon watched her. He took a step, ready to hold her, but his phone buzzed and stopped him.
Hello, Father. Enough playing around. It's time to come home. Leave this life behind and claim your rightful place at the company. If not, don't call me your father again.
The call ended. Xeon clenched his fist, fighting the urge to punch the wall. They were forcing him to choose his family or the love of his life.
I dragged myself into Miss Chrissy's music class, bored out of my mind as usual. Phoebe, next time show up on time. Also, play a passage from Rondo alla Turca for me. Yeah, right, like I knew how to play that thing. Aha! I had a brilliant idea. How about this instead, ma'am? A little freestyle fusion between drums and piano? Even Mozart would cry tears of joy.
Enough! Everything you do is wrong, Phoebe! You're suspended! Out of my class now!
I just strolled out like it was no biggie. Jeez Louise, she was always so dramatic about the tiniest stuff. Hey guys, I'm Phoebe, and I'm currently enrolled at a fancy pants music conservatory in London. I grew up in a hardcore music family. Dad's a famous pianist, and Mom's a ballad singer with one of those crazy high-pitched voices. I only felt truly alive banging on the drums and vibing out to wild, chaotic punk rock beats. Of course, my parents wanted me to follow the family legacy, not dressing like a street performer and playing what they called noisy garbage. And because of their reputation, they shoved me straight into this super old, super snobby conservatory. Did I have a say in it? Not even a little bit. I instantly became the black sheep at a school where everyone worshipped classical music and lived by these strict, soul-crushing rules. But to me, music wasn't about rules. It was about freedom and letting your soul vibe to the beat. Da, da, la, la, oh yeah! Yeah, no surprise that the other students thought I was a total clown. She was like a real-life female version of Professor Snape. Stiff, moody, and allergic to fun. And the teachers couldn't stand me either, especially her, Chrissy, the piano and vocals teacher. Phoebe, stop butchering the beauty of music with your bizarre noises. I'm making groundbreaking art. It's sad that a teacher like you is killing creativity. Let me show you what real talent looks like. Lissa, come up here. Lissa was Chrissy's golden child, literally one of the best students at the whole school. You should look at Lissa and feel ashamed of yourself. If you don't love music, stop disrespecting it with your nonsense. Yeah, sure, because clearly she was the queen of loving music. I kept acting out in her class, showing up late, throwing my feet up on the desk, dozing off mid-lesson, doodling in my notebook, even handing in blank tests just to mess with her. Miss Chrissy was losing her freaking mind, and I was living for it. But that didn't last long. My grades nosedived straight into the gutter, and bam! My parents flipped out, straight up tossing the drum set I'd saved up for a whole year to buy, along with my precious rock and roll CDs. I knew it. It had to be Miss Chrissy who snitched and ratted me out. Alright, fine. She wanted war, she was gonna get it. I snuck into the teacher's lounge with one goal: mess with her sheet music. Imagine the chaos if she showed up tomorrow with a totally remixed version of her precious Mozart. Yeah, I know, don't try this at home, kids. It's just, me and Miss Chrissy, we're sworn enemies. Suddenly, a photo fluttered out. Huh? That hair, those eyes. Miss Chrissy? Why was she so different? Wait a sec, that girl on stage looked way too familiar. A quick deep dive later, and holy cheeseballs. Turns out Miss Chrissy used to be a freaking pop star. Siren! 7 years ago, Siren was all over the place after killing it on The Voice. She had a killer voice, insane piano skills, and that whole polished pop star vibe. Everyone thought she was about to be the next queen of pop. Until finals night, when her scandal exploded. Turns out she bribed the judges to cheat her way through the competition. Her career crashed and burned, like, overnight. Meanwhile, the runner-up Melody became a legit star by actually having talent. Well, looks like I just found Miss Chrissy's dirty little secret. Feeling like a total boss, I went to confront her. The look on her face was priceless. Here's the deal. You help me ace the upcoming exam so my parents finally back off, and your secret stays buried forever. I can't help you cheat. I don't want to disrespect music like that. Oh, please, don't act like you're some guardian angel of music. Besides, you wouldn't want anyone finding out you're Siren, right? Pretty sure you'd get canceled and booted out of here. Chrissy looked like she was about to cry trying to make up her mind. Holy moly, what a drama queen. I mean, come on. Someone who once cheated to win a competition? How hard could it be to pull off a little help one more time? I was pretty much guaranteed to crush the piano exam this time. Miss Chrissy was hiding backstage ready to play for me. All I had to do was fake it, wave my hands around and snag a perfect performance. Or so I thought. The second she started playing, the piano sounded straight up bizarre. She was about to wreck my whole exam from the very first note. What the fudge was she doing? Well, I'm helping you, just like you asked. Thanks to her very special help, I tanked my score and fell straight to the bottom of the class. And son of a biscuit, my parents tightened the rules around me even more. After the exam, Miss Chrissy came to find me. If you really want to get better, I'll teach you. Then, with these super genuine eyes, she grabbed my hands and promised to help me grow my talent, using everything she knew as both a music teacher and a former pop star. Don't ask me why, but somehow, I said yes. From that day on, instead of helping me cheat, Miss Chrissy became my personal coach. Good! If you hold your breath steady and open your throat, you'll hit those high notes strong and clean. And if you blend the piano and drums just right, you'll make a masterpiece. You're crazy talented, Phoebe. More than any student I've ever taught. I started improving faster than ever. At the next big exam, I stepped up on stage confident and proud. I opened with a soft, emotional piano intro, then lit the place up with a pounding drum solo. It was my own mix. A little pop, a little rock, and the crowd went absolutely wild. I ended up scoring a perfect grade. But I had no clue someone was silently raging about losing their spot. Thank you, Miss Chrissy, I did it! She smiled and gently ruffled my hair. You're so amazing now! Why did you ever ruin your career with that whole bribery scandal? It wasn't like people said. Melody set me up. She framed me, and when I finally found the proof, it was too late. She'd already gotten too powerful, crushed me in the media, stole every opportunity I had. Nobody helped me, but I still loved music, so I chose to teach under a fake identity.
Well, I'm gonna make it big and I'll clear your name.
But just as I was starting to feel on top of the world, out of nowhere, they stripped away my scores and accused me of bribing Miss Chrissy to cheat. I swear on my life, this time I was totally innocent.
I'm sorry, Miss Chrissy. I should have been your top student, but you chose her instead.
I was furious, but no one cared. Next thing I knew, Miss Chrissy got fired and I got suspended for a whole month. My parents were beyond disappointed. They officially gave up on me. The black sheep they thought could never be fixed. I bawled my eyes out, realizing Miss Chrissy had been the only adult who ever truly believed in me. And because of my own selfishness, I destroyed both her future and mine.
Grandpa, I found an old drum!
Then let's play something awesome, huh?
Watching them jam together, so happy and carefree, something lit up in my brain. I had to make things right. I found Miss Chrissy working as a waitress in this rundown cafe, completely cut off from music. If we can't make it to a big stage, let's bring music to the people who need it the most. They deserve it too. She hesitated for a long time, but finally nodded. Knew it. No way she could ever truly give up music. For months after that, we roamed through orphanages, hospitals, and homeless shelters, performing wherever we could. The wild energy of punk mixed with the bright, sweet beats of pop, it was like medicine for the soul.
Thank you, sis. That was the most beautiful song I've ever heard. I want to be a singer just like you two someday.
We started getting crazy popular in the most unexpected way. But just when things were looking up, Miss Chrissy's old identity as pop star Siren and her scandal got dug up again. Suddenly, hate posts and nasty rumors exploded all over the internet. It's probably Melody. She's scared I'll get famous again and expose her dirty secrets. I think this is our shot. Tons of people are watching us now. Let's drop the truth. I'll be right here no matter what. Seeing the fire in my eyes, Miss Chrissy finally nodded. We set up a small concert at our favorite orphanage, the one that always welcomed us. Because of the scandal, a bunch of reporters and haters showed up too. They booed, they shouted insults, even my parents were there, standing stiff in the crowd. We gave it everything we had. And right when our final song ended, we blasted the evidence across the giant screen behind us, proof that Miss Chrissy had been framed. I used to stand alone, unable to defend myself. But today, I have real supporters by my side. Phoebe, my greatest student. Melody's career tanked overnight. Her lies and sabotage exposed for everyone to see. Miss Chrissy got her glory back. She rose even higher than before, becoming one of the brightest young pop stars out there. As for me, my career took a totally different turn. I didn't choose the big stages or the flashing lights. Instead, I packed up my drums and went to small towns and orphanages, teaching music to kids who needed it most. Though, not gonna lie, my whole punk rock look sometimes caused a few pretty hilarious misunderstandings.
Miss, is someone special coming today?
Yep, a totally awesome pop star's coming.